Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday. It is October the 28th. It's National Chocolate Day. Ooh,
Okay.
Yum.
Yum.
National Internal Medicine Day today. National First Responders Day. National Pharmacy Buyer Day. National Breadstick Day. And National Frankenstein Friday. So
That's fun.
I don't know
You
what
mean
that is.
Frankenstein's monster?
Nah, probably. But it just says Frankenstein Friday. And our guest on this Friday is Michael Berryman. He's been in a bunch of scary movies. I don't know if he's been in any Frankenstein movies, but he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One of the movies that he was in that I really like is Weird Science. It's not a scary movie, but he was in one scene in that. And I love the story of how he became an actor. We're going to chat about that because he never planned on being an actor, but we've had him on the program in the past, so we'll get that story once again. It's Michael Berryman as our guest on this Friday edition of the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Going to continue our Halloween surveys here. Do you steal kids from your kids' Halloween haul? Yes or no, Heidi?
Do you steal kids from
Do you
your
steal-
kids' Halloween haul? No.
Candy. What did I say? Do you steal candy from your kids' Halloween haul? 65%
Yes.
said yes. 35% are liars.
They are liars.
You do too. Just admit it. And we'll get to this one here. How much do you spend on candy for trick-or-treaters? What would you say, Heidi, was the answer?
It depends on the year. I don't know, $40.
Less than $25 is 54%. 25 to 50 is 31%. 51 to 100, 12%. 100 to 200, 2%. And 1% spend more than $200 for trick-or-treaters. And I would love to get your address because I'm on my way. All right, we've got more of these interesting. This was all sent to me. So many that we don't have time to get to them all in a day. So we'll have more between now and Halloween. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, that is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they did a interview recently, Meghan Markle did, talking about the entertainment that she and her family turn to for amusement.
You know, and it's because they're such a private couple.
Yeah, they want to keep their lives private, stay out of the public
But
eye.
they just don't want, you know.
So she was at the Variety Power of Women cover story interview, and she said she plays a mean game of Scrabble. Goes on to say she's very good at Jeopardy. She loves to cook and makes a, quote, really solid bolognese sauce. She says her favorite rom-com of all time is When Harry Met Sally. But if you put Julia Roberts in anything, I'll be a fan of that too. And they said, okay, what do you watch when the kids are in bed? She goes, well, first we like to play a little Wordle. Then, is that what you call that? Then, if we do turn on the TV, we'll endlessly search and finally get tired and usually don't watch anything. So, I'll be able to sleep better tonight knowing all of that.
I'm so glad.
All
I
right.
wondered.
We don't know everything, but now, aren't you glad we know this?
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Faced with Trevor Noah's imminent departure from The Daily Show, they're considering a rotation of different hosts to fill his seat. His last show will be on December 8th. And
What
they're
is
talking
up
about,
with that? All these shows, Jeopardy, everybody's like,
Well,
oh, let's just let everybody come
I
in.
think a lot of it is they're like, well, we don't know who to pick. And whoever we pick, we're going to have people mad. So it's like, let's try a bunch of people out. And then whoever makes him the least mad is who we're going to go with.
Wow.
96-year-old Dick Van Dyke was spotted last week handing out money to homeless people.
Oh.
and he was working at the Malibu Community Labor Exchange. The Mary Poppins star, that's what they refer to him as, the Mary Poppins star. He was also in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, come on, and many, many other things, the Dick Van Dyke Show. But anyway, I guess that he's done all kinds of amazing things that most people don't even know about. So, all right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Kind of a long story here. A group of restaurant employees dressed as Power Rangers. In real life, they were real-life superheroes recently. The staff at Noka Ramen in Oakland, California, where they serve a cocktail called the Noka Rangers, they came to a woman's rescue after she rushed into the eatery trying to escape from a man.
Whoa.
A Twitter thread spelled out the story saying, I'm at a ramen shop owned by Thai people in Oakland dressed as Power Rangers. When a woman comes rushing in and says she wasn't safe, a man came running in after her and puts her in a chokehold.
Yikes.
That's when the black Power Ranger, who happened to be the manager, and a yellow ranger told the man to leave. The threat went on. He swung at them. This is when all of the rangers yelled, "Hui," which is an expression apparently in Thai that means something. I'm not really sure. It says, "We're trying to call the cops." Patrons are shaking and crying. The pink Power Ranger, the hostess, tells us our food is free. The man starts picking up things and throwing at the windows. I, for some reason, start wolfing down my ramen. This guy goes on, says, next, the Yellow Ranger grabbed the man by the collar and dragged him out of the restaurant. Keep in mind, these are all just people who work at a restaurant dressed as Power Rangers. They're not the real Power Rangers.
I understand that.
More swings are swung. More Power Rangers pile onto the man at the door. I tell the hostess we are paying her for our meal, and we're doubling the tip. The black Power Ranger manager explains that they are beta testing these costumes, but he wore the right outfit tonight. This place posted a snap of their Power Rangers with the caption, our Noka Rangers were real-life heroes last night. Like our heroic namesake, we're not just it's not just the powers and costumes that give us strength. It's who and what we are inside that empowers us. I love that.
That is adorable.
That could have been our good news story today, but I thought it fit really well right here. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to welcome back to the program Mr. Michael Berryman. Very, very amazing actor. And the thing that's interesting, we've had him on the program in the past, and he shared this story, but you weren't really setting out to become an actor. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Great question. I helped a friend rebuild a house that burnt down in Washington State. It was a two-story log home. He got insurance money, and he bought all new logs, but he couldn't hire anybody to build it. So I stuck my thumb out on the coast highway at Venice Beach, picked up a friend of mine, picked me up in Berkeley. We drove up there, and 7 weeks later, we were putting the roof on. It was a wonderful experience. I love the Northwest. I love the woods. I love nature. So I was getting ready to homestead in Alaska, but I got sidetracked. I had to go back to L.A. for a minute, for a little bit. And while I was there, I met George Powell, who produced War of the Worlds. He was actually right next door at a little shop I was visiting in Venice Beach, and he says, "Pardon me, are you an actor?" And I go, "No," and I don't have a British accent. And he goes, "Well, I'm doing a movie, and you look like the part." So it was Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze, and so I worked a day. I made a couple $100, and I had a Screen Actors Guild card and no agent, but I had a credit. And I figured that was interesting. So planning to go forward, I had no clue what I was going to do, and I get a phone call from Michael Douglas's office to a casting director that was cast for George Powell, and I never met them, but they saw my look, and they go, "Hey, he looks like he's lobotomized. He's got fissures in his." I had skull surgery, sure. So they said, "You want to do Cuckoo's Nest?" And I go, "Yeah." And I worked 127 days with Jack and everybody else, and I just went to work every day, even on my days off, so I could ask questions and drive people crazy. What's this? Why is that? Why'd you push that button? And what do I need to know? And everybody was helpful, gracious, and so I learned on the job.
That is awesome. And from those few movies, you've had the opportunity to do many more. Do you have any idea, like, how many movies you've been in, Michael?
Movies, videos, TV appearances, I don't know, 70, 80, maybe pushing 90. It's been 40 years, so I don't look at my IMDb list on the internet because people will post stuff that they want to do. So not all of them get produced, but no, it's just I've been very grateful to be a working actor and meet and work with wonderful people. I mean, Louise Fletcher from Cuckoo's Nest, she passed away a few weeks ago. I had a chance to talk to her last month. When you make friends for life, and you get to travel, meet different people from different cultures, and we tell stories. It's one of the most ancient forms of art that humans do. I've enjoyed it. I've got to work with a lot of charitable organizations, like when I met Paul Newman when I was working with the Crow at Brandon Lee, and got involved with the Hole in the Wall gang and the had some friends that were Optimist Club, and we did a lot of school districts, talked about anti-bullying and drug awareness, and how to have a positive life, give kids some hope. There's a lot more to it than just making people laugh or scaring people, but we do like to tell stories.
And one of my favorite movies that you happen to be in is not a scary movie. As a matter of fact, it's a comedy. It's Weird Science, and I love that one scene and your line at the end where you're saying, "Hey, I wouldn't want this to affect my teaching job."
It's a moving shot, so it's hard to cut away and then cut back to because you're going from left to right. So I knew that whatever I said, after I say that line, I turn to the camera again and I say, "God bless," and then I keep going and exit, and I knew that would be left in. And the reason I said that was because when I was in grammar school, I went to one of my classmates with Red Skelton's son, Richard Skelton, who had terminal leukemia, and Red Skelton at the end of his show would always say, "This is live TV," he would say, "I want to thank you, sponsors and our viewers for allowing us to be your family's entertainment. Good night for now and God bless." Well, the producer says, "You can't say God bless, it might upset people, And Red told him, "What's the name of the show?" "Well, it's the Red Skelton Show." He looked at him and smiled and says, "That's right." So he always let that in.
I love it. What a really neat tribute to your friend. Michael, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Right back at you. Stay safe out there and be gentle with yourself. It's okay.
Again, our guest today has been Michael Berryman. I've got a link to his information. He's been in a ton of movies. What a great guy as well. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Cold showers have more of a health benefit than a warm shower or a hot shower. They include improved circulation, stimulation of weight loss, and easing depression. Cold showers. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the 18th century, high heels were fashionable even for children.
Oh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
All Major League Baseball umpires must wear black underwear on the job in case their pants split open.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That makes sense.
That's why I have to wear black underwear as well. I don't really. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A gun with a silencer attached sounds about as loud as a car door being slammed. So they're saying silencer, but it's still not silent. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You can light a Bic lighter about 3,000 times before it runs out of fluid, or just hand it to me and it'll no longer work. You ever notice that? It's like every time I need to use a lighter for something, I'm like, what is wrong with this thing?
Uh-huh.
And our
All the
final
time.
fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When feminine scents, such as vanilla, are sprayed in women's clothing stores, sales go up.
I can see that.
Interesting stuff. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 20% of us say they start doing this way back in August. What is it?
Christmas shopping.
Oh, close. Watching Christmas movies.
Ah.
Yeah. They must have them, or I suppose if you're streaming, you can watch anything anytime. I was kind of thinking back in the olden times, we'd have to watch what's on TV.
In the olden times.
Back in my day. 20% start watching Christmas movies in August. Wow. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. When you use a restroom, you expect to see things in the toilet, maybe toilet paper, maybe somebody drops soap in there, maybe an air freshener, some paper towels, whatever. But police in Alabama can add snake to the list of what they found.
Ew.
Back in September, during the day shift, deputies found a snake in the toilet. It says, we never know from one day to the next what kind of call we're going to receive during our shift. Police noted on social media. Today was no exception. However, a snake in the toilet was on our list of possibilities. Day shift removed the unwelcome visitor and released it to a more suitable habitat. The snake, by the way, for those of you wondering, was a harmless gray rat snake. I said harmless. Although for
It's
most
still
of
a
us,
snake.
a snake is not
Oh,
harmless.
especially if I saw one in a toilet.
Because it would probably give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
So harmless or not, that's not too harmless. I have a link to the story if you want to read it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Here are the top Halloween-related searches in the past month for different topics, like top searched how to make decorations, like how to make number 5, coffins, number 4, cauldrons, number 3, scarecrows, number 2, tombstones, and the number 1 top searched how to make wreaths. So I wonder if that's getting early for Christmas or if that's
no, you can make
Halloween wreath? Okay.
wreaths. You can make wreaths for every holiday.
Another one here from Google Trends. Top searched Halloween recipes. Number 5, candy apples. Number 4, Halloween Rice Krispies. Number 3, mummy dogs. Number 2, Halloween cinnamon rolls. And number 1, top searched Halloween recipe, dirt pudding. For some reason, that does not sound good to me. Dirt pudding?
Well, that's not what it is. It's what it looks like. It's like when they make those like cat litter box things.
I would not eat that either. And I understand it's just for looks, but... All right, the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I have not 1, not 2, but 3 quotes from George Burns. First one, happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city. Another one, happiness is a dry martini and a good woman, or a bad woman. And his last one on here, when I was a boy, the Dead Sea was only sick. George Burns, very witty man. That is your quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Take a listen to this. I would like to think I'm a good friend, but I don't know if I'm a good friend. College wrestler jumps on a grizzly's back to save his friend during an attack.
Whoa.
Yeah, 2 college wrestlers survived a grizzly bear attack in Wyoming while hunting over the weekend. They stuck together to fight off a bear, and they lived to tell the tale. The accident occurred in Cody, Wyoming, when 2 men encountered a bear at close range while they were in heavy cover antler hunting west of the Bobcat Julian Trailhead. I don't know where any of that is. Kendall Cummings said he jumped on the grizzly and tried to get him off his friend Brady Lowry.
Oh, my gosh.
He said, I grabbed and yanked him hard by the ear. I could hear when his teeth would hit my skull.
Oh, jeez.
I could feel it when he'd bite down on my bones and they'd kind of crunch. The 2 men were somehow able to break free from the attack and call 911. One of the victims was flown by helicopter to a local hospital while the other was taken by ambulance. That just cannot be good. If you've got to be flown
very
somewhere.
good friend. He better be the best man in your wedding.
Well, both men are teammates on the wrestling team at Northwestern College. They reportedly underwent multiple surgeries after this major attack. Some lacerations to the body, to the face. Lowry and Cummings are both counting their blessings and considering themselves very lucky to have survived. It says, I don't know what I'm going to do to pay him back. I don't.
No, that's for sure.
I owe him everything, Lowry told the Daily Press. Regarding Cummings' heroic actions. He says, we'll be best friends for the rest of our lives. I think so as well. Now, like I said, I would like to think that I'm a good friend because, I do things for friends all the time. Anytime I can, I do. But if you got a grizzly attacking you, I just don't know that I'm going to jump on his back and ride him away from you.
No.
I'd like to think I'm a good friend, but maybe by this measuring stick, maybe I'm a lousy friend. I don't know. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.